रिसर्च एप्टीट्यूड से 3 से 5 क्वेश्चंस आपके नेट में पाए जाते हैं। रिसर्च एप्टीट्यूड में काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें ध्यान में रखने के लिए इम्पॉर्टेंट है। अगर हम स्टार्ट करते हैं तो रिसर्च मीन्स द आर्ट ऑफ साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन। तो अगर हम रिसर्च का मतलब देख रहे हैं रिसर्च, दैट मीन्स जो चीज़ें पहले से खोज ली गई हैं उनके बारे में आप और जानकारी, इन डेप्थ नॉलेज और जानना चाह रहे हैं, या आप किसी प्रॉब्लम के सोल्यूशन को फिगर आउट कर रहे हैं। अब जब भी हम रिसर्च के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, वी नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड दैट इट इज़ एन आर्ट ऑफ साइंटिफिक इन्वेस्टिगेशन, राइट। और अगर हम रिसर्च का सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट देखते हैं, इट मीन्स अ वॉक फ्रॉम वेयर you are going from the known towards the unknown, right? So अगर आपको कोई चीज पता है, आप उसके बारे में और जानना चाहते हैं, so from the known realm you're going on to the unknown in order to find out more things, right? अब ये भी आपको याद रखना है, रिसर्च का एक सिस्टमैटिक प्रोसेस होता है। so it is a systemized process of discovery, right? Discovery is a very important part of research. and अगर हम रेडमन एंड मॉरी के बारे में, रेडमन एंड मॉरी का डेफिनेशन देखते हैं, तो अकॉर्डिंग टू देम research is a systematized effort to gain new knowledge. That means आप known से unknown की तरफ जा रहे हो when you're conducting the process of research, and this is a systematic and a very scientific approach towards discovering newer knowledge, newer realms of knowledge. तो जब हम research के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं, just as we've revised, let's just quickly revise, ये है art of scientific investigation. It means when you're going from a known realm to the unknown, it is a process of discovery and it is highly systematic, right? अब अगर हम जॉन डब्ल्यू बेस्ट, जिसकी थ्योरीज को हम लोग और थोड़ा सा देखेंगे रिसर्च के बारे में, इफ वी कंसिडर जॉन डब्ल्यू बेस्ट का entire definition of research is considered to be the more formal, systematic, intensive process of carrying on the scientific method of analysis. Analysis is very important. It involves a more systematic structure of investigation, usually resulting in some sort of formal record of procedure and a report of results or conclusions, right? So report क्या है? Report is a process of discovery when you're traveling from the known realm to the unknown realm, and you're doing that in a very scientific manner, in a systematic approach. तो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं? हम लोग research कर रहे हैं. You're trying to search that topic again. Right now, when you talk about research को अगर हम dissect करते हैं, we'll be able to understand the meaning of research even better, right? R stands for rational way of thinking. जब आप rationally किसी topic के ऊपर think कर रहे हो, E stands for expert and exhaustive. So of course this is just for our understanding, right? E standing for expert and exhaustive study of that topic that you have selected. S stands for searching for solution. जब आप solution के बारे में सर्च कर रहे हो, exactly आप पता लगाना चाह रहे हो, you're trying to analyze the adequate data that is given to you. That's A. Relationships of facts. You're trying to make facts. तो अभी हम लोग कुछ देर में पढ़ेंगे, there is something which is called, there are variables, there are various types of variables जिसके ऊपर आप अपनी research base कर रहे हो, and finally you're coming on with the exact relationships of facts. C is a careful recording. Recording is a very important aspect of research. Critical observation and constructive attitude, and of course honesty has to be there. There needs to be no intellectual theft, plagiarism नहीं होना चाहिए. So whenever we are talking about research is actually making sure that in a rational way you're trying to search for a solution in exact manner. You're trying to analyze the adequate data that is given to you. That's the realm of known, and you're moving to the realm of unknown. That entire process is actually nothing but research, and finally you're trying to even critically record your observations, right? So this is very important aspect whenever we are talking about research. Moving ahead, if we are trying to define research, हमें एक दो चीजों को definitely ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. Research means establishing new facts from the known facts. जो चीजें हमें पता है, हम उनसे नए facts को जब निकालते हैं, that process is called research. It means investigating something from the unknown realm. You're trying to investigate something, so the entire journey from known all the way to unknown is something that is actually carried over by research, right? It's a friendly and welcoming attitude towards change. आप नई चीजों के बारे में क्यों जानना चाहते हो? Because we need to make sure that we are changing the things which are already already there, right? So it is an attitude towards changing when you're trying to research about something. It is highly systematic and scientific method. It is an attempt to redefine the facts, right? You do not want to stay with something that is called status quo. Status quo is the existing order of things. आप जब research कर रहे हो, you are trying to ensure that आप existing order of things को हट के you are trying to reinvent knowledge in a scientific and systematic approach, right? It is an attitude towards new discovery. तो अगर हम research को define करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, it is making sure that we are trying to establish new facts from the already known facts. It means investigating something which is already known and trying to go towards the realm of unknown. It means that you are having a friendly and welcoming attitude towards change because you want to change the existing order which is called status quo. You are attempting to redefine facts. So you're trying to bring in change, redefining facts, and it's an attitude towards making sure that you're trying to discover something new. So that is the ultimate agenda of research. You need to understand that the characteristic of research can actually be understood by this acronym, that is CPAI. Research is a scientific investigation of phenomena, right, which includes collection. So you're collecting, presentation, analysis and interpretation of facts. So CPAI is the approach that is actually being followed. This acronym can be used. You're collecting the data, you're presenting the data, you're analyzing the data, and finally you're interpreting the data or the facts. That's an important aspect of research. So the characteristics of research scientific investigation of the phenomena, which includes collection, presentation, analysis and interpretation of facts, right? So the CPAI is very important to research. You're collecting, you're trying to make sure that you're presenting the data, you're trying to make sure that you're analyzing, and finally interpreting the facts which are given to you. Now, there are various characteristics of research, right? And a lot of these very famous theory writers have also tried to present this. According to John W. Best and James V. Kahn, right? अगर हम इनका स्टडीज देखते हैं, John W. Best and James V. Kahn ने कहा है कि there are several characteristics of research, और यहाँ पर आपको ध्यान देना है because a lot of your scenario based questions, of course, out of the 3 to 5 questions that you get on research aptitude, एक आपका होगा which is going to be scenario based, बाकी 2 और 3 होंगे which are going to be asking you the various aspects, the various key terminologies that you need to know about research, right? So characteristics are definitely important whenever you're trying to understand. Research is directed towards the solution of the problem. You're trying to figure out a solution to a problem. तो अगर हम बात करें research की, this scientific attitude is actually adopted when you figured out a problem and you're trying to figure out a solution to that particular problem, right? Research is based upon observable experience or empirical evidence. This is very, very important. So जब भी हम बात करें research की, it's actually very fact driven, right? So observable experience पे या तो ये based होता है या empirical evidence पे. So empiricism का क्या मतलब है? Empiricism is basically a very scientific approach towards study. I will first see, observe and then only will I believe. So for example, अगर मैं कह देती हूँ अभी रात है, you will probably, if you're following empiricism, you will go outside and check whether it's night and then only will you believe, right? So it's very fact driven. So whenever we are talking about research, it's directed towards a solution of a problem. It is based on observable experience or empirical evidence, right? That's scientific evidence. Certain interesting questions do not lend themselves to research procedures because they cannot be observed. तो यहाँ पर अगर हम बात करेंगे कुछ abstract topics की, for example, if we'll talk about does God exist or any other things such as abstract कोई भी टॉपिक अगर हम ले लेते हैं जिसको आप डिफाइन नहीं कर पाते हो, then that's not a good topic for research ideally, right? So whenever we talk about, हमें ध्यान देना है that we need to, as a topic of research, and you people as students, you need to understand this important aspect that certain interesting questions जो कि हमें बहुत interesting लगेंगे, it's not necessary that they are actually problems for research. Why? Because they cannot be observed. So observable experience as well as empirical evidence, these two important aspects are extremely crucial for us in order to start with our research process. Therefore, we are saying this is an important characteristic of research. Research demands accurate observation and description. एकदम accurate observation होना चाहिए and description. Researchers may choose to use quantitative measuring devices when possible, right? When this is not possible, अगर quantitative data available नहीं है or is not appropriate to the answer the researcher's question, they may choose from a variety of qualitative or non-quantitative material as well, right? Descriptions of their observation. Good research always utilizes valid and reliable data for gathering a lot of information. So यहाँ पर you need to understand that one very important critical aspect or characteristic of a research is that of course it's trying to figure out a solution to the problem, but it requires empirical data. It requires empirical evidence, observable evidence. It requires something that can be measured. If it's not quantitative, you can fall on qualitative data, but it has to be observed, right? If it is abstract, then it's not going to be lending itself to proper research. तो यहाँ पर ही हमें ध्यान देना है that only and only if there is accurate observation and description, then of course research is going to be possible. Another important feature or characteristic of research is that research involves gathering new data from primary or first hand sources, right? So अगर आप new data को gather कर रहे हैं from primary or first hand sources or using existing data for a new purpose, right? That is also a characteristic of research. There is existing knowledge, you're trying to use the existing knowledge, or you're trying to use primary or first hand sources. The students or researchers are expected to read from a number of encyclopedias, books, periodical references, and other sources to synthesize the information in a written report, right? So you need to be very well read. The literature, that is basically the entire literature of the topic, you need to exhaustively go over it, right? Merely reorganizing or restating what is already known and has already been written, that is not going to be called as research, right? Valuable as it may be as a learning experience is not research. तो अगर आपने किसी तरह का जो information पहले से ही है, अगर आप उसको दूसरे शब्दों में लिख के present कर रहे हो, that is not research, right? Research has to be innovative. Research has to be from the known to the unknown using a scientific systematic procedure. So if we are talking about, we need to ensure that of course we can use the primary first-hand data or the existing knowledge, but just merely reusing, retelling the same information will not be research, right? It adds to nothing because then it's not adding value. Research का purpose क्या है? It should add value. It should change. But if it's not changing the facts, if it's just restating the facts, then it's not going to be research. Although research activity may at times be somewhat random and unsystematic, right? Which it will be, right? It is more often characterized by carefully designed procedures that apply rigorous analysis. There has to be rigorous analysis. It of course can be unsystematic. It will be unsystematic at times, especially when you're writing for your or when you're creating your PhD thesis. It is going to be unsystematic, but it's a rigorous analysis. It has to be rigorous analysis. That's very important. Research requires expertise. Of course, it requires expertise. The researcher knows what is already known about the problem and how others have investigated it. He or she has searched the related literature carefully and is also thoroughly grounded in the terminology, concepts, and technical skills, right? So a lot of other things that are important over here. You need to understand that how you can use primary and the first-hand existing data, but you cannot just restate that data. आपको नई value add करनी पड़ेगी in order to it be called as research. You need to ensure that you're trying to make sure कि आपका maybe unsystematic study हो रहा है, but it has to be rigorous analysis. That will only call for research, and you of course require expertise. Why? Because of the fact that you already know कि क्या research हो चुका है, क्या इस topic पे पहले से investigation हुआ है, and therefore you need to be very well read about that entire information, right? Research strives to be objective and logical. So objective and logical is something which is very important for research, applying every possible test to validate the procedures employed and the data collected and the conclusions that are drawn, right? Abhi, of course, we'll look at the steps also of research, so all these things will make more sense, but you need to understand that it definitely has to be objective and logical, right? The researcher attempts to eliminate personal bias. Personal bias bilkul bhi nahi honi chahiye. There is no attempt to persuade or prove an emotionally held conviction. The emphasis is on testing rather than proving the hypothesis, right? So hypothesis, we'll just be looking at it also in closer detail. लेकिन जो जो आपने अजम्पशंस लिए हुए हैं, राइट, जो जो आपने वेरिएबल्स लिए हुए हैं, उनके बेसिस पे आप जो हाइपोथेसिस बना रहे हैं, दैट शुड नॉट बी एक्चुअली बेस्ड ऑन योर पर्सनल बायस, दैट शुड बी वेरी साइंटिफिक, वेरी लॉजिकल, वेरी ऑब्जेक्टिव, राइट. रिसर्च इन्वॉल्व्स द क्वेस्ट फॉर आंसर्स टू अनसॉल्व्ड प्रॉब्लम्स. जो अनसॉल्व्ड प्रॉब्लम्स है, यू आर ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट आंसर्स थ्रू रिसर्च. दैट्स वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, राइट. रिसर्च इज कैरेक्टराइज्ड बाय पेशेंट एंड अनहरीड एक्टिविटी. Research is categorized, it requires a lot of patience, a lot of unhurried activity. It cannot be done in an accelerated pace. बहुत ही patient होना है. It is rarely spectacular, and researchers must expect disappointment and discouragement as they pursue the answers to difficult questions. It is not always that you will probably come up with something which is epiphany, which is like a sudden realization. Wow, research करते करते आपको ये चीज़ नहीं मिलेगी. It is actually a daunting task. You have to be patient, and there will be times where you will probably face failures also, but that's absolutely all right. Research is carefully recorded and reported. It's carefully recorded and reported. Each important term is defined, limiting factors are recognized, procedures are described in detail, references are fully documented, results are objectively recorded, and conclusions are presented with scholarly caution and restraint. तो यहाँ पर again honesty होनी चाहिए, right? So whenever we are talking about research, you need to understand, and Best is absolutely correct. Best, the theorist, is absolutely correct when he's trying to give this definition or characteristic of research. It tries to be objective and logical. कोई personal bias नहीं आना चाहिए, आपके personal opinions नहीं आने चाहिए. It needs to be absolutely objective and logical. You need to ensure that you're trying to come up to the solutions to the unsolved problems. You need to ensure that you are patient and you're doing it in an unhurried manner. You also need to ensure that you need to carefully report, carefully record, as well as make sure that there's scholarly caution and restraint while you're trying to convey the research that you have conducted, right? To just quickly briefly sum up what are the basic characteristics of research. Of course, we've taken down Best's example, how Best has tried to figure out and define what is research. But now if we look at it, of course we're trying to sum up what are the characteristics. It has to be empirical, like we said. It has to be very, very objective, very scientific. It has to be based on some sort of evidence, right? Research is based on direct experience or observation by the researcher. Empirical होना चाहिए research, evidence पे based होना चाहिए, observation पे based होना चाहिए. Empiricism मतलब कि आप observation पे या फिर आप proper evidence पे उसको base कर रहे हो. That is very important aspect of research, right? You also need to ensure that it's reliable, right? The research design and procedures are replicated or repeated to enable researchers to arrive at valid and conclusive results, right? It needs to be absolutely reliable, the research that is being conducted. It has to be methodological. Methodology एक follow होनी चाहिए. Methodological is very important. You need to ensure that you're trying to be following a methodology, right? You've conducted in a methodological manner without biases and using systematic manner and procedures. It has to be critical, right? It has to be a critical, precise judgment, critical examination. Critical is again unbiased. You have to be absolutely unbiased while you're conducting the research. That is very important. It has to be logical. So अगर आपने एक assumption लिया है, दूसरा ले रहे हो, it has to be a logical flow. That's very important. It must be based on valid procedures and principles, right? Analytical process of gathering the data, that is equally important. You need to ensure that it is something which is trying to make sure कि आप gather करते हुए उसको अच्छी तरह से analysis कर रहे हो, and it is cyclical. Why is it cyclical? Because at times जो problem से आप start कर रहे हो, you probably might not find the solution to that problem, right? So whenever we're looking at the characteristics of research, it has to be completely driven by evidence and observation. It has to be empirical. It needs to be reliable. It has to follow a methodology. It has to be critical, unbiased. It has to be logical, analytical, and it can be cyclical. That means you might just come up to the same problem with which you had started, but that should not disappoint you. And तभी हम लोगों ने कहा है, you need to be patient and research needs to be carried in an unhurried manner. Now, who is a good researcher? So अब हमें research के बारे में पता चल चुका है that it's taking you from the known to the unknown. It is a process of discovery. It's a systematic process. It's cyclical. It is using analytical. It's using systematic scientific investigation. लेकिन who is a good researcher? A good researcher is a person who's scientific in their approach. Scientific in their approach, that means they are driven by empiricism, they are driven by observation, they are driven by something which is actually called objectivity. All these aspects become important. Someone who's very very resourceful, right? Because there will be a lot of data जिसके ऊपर आप अपना research करोगे, data collect करोगे, gather करोगे. Therefore you need to be resourceful, you need to be absolutely active and effective, right? So that is also an important characteristic or a quality of a good researcher. Creative and honesty is another feature. You need to be creative, you need to know how you can organize that particular data that's given to you. So creativity and honesty, because you need to present the data honestly. You should not plagiarize, you should not copy, there should not be any intellectual theft, right? You need to be economical. A lot of times आप अगर एक problem identify करिए research के लिए, you're trying to figure out new changes, but that problem is something जिसके ऊपर research करना is going to be very expensive, then that's not a good that's not a good aspect. So therefore it should be economical also, right? And of course you need to be efficient. Whatever resources have been given to you, you need to conduct the research within those limits, right? And you need to be research oriented. So scientific, resourceful, active, effective, creative, honest, economical, efficient, and of course research oriented. These are some of the features which are required if in case you want to be a good researcher. राइट व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ अ रिसर्चर, राइट? एक गुड रिसर्चर के अंदर जो क्वालिटीज होनी चाहिए वो तो वी हैव लुक्ड एट, पर व्हाट आर द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ रिसर्चर? prudence and wisdom, right? Practicability, pragmatism, wisdom, these are very important aspects that need to be there. Pragmatism, right? So whenever we are talking about a good researcher, characteristics of a good researcher, you need to ensure that you're being clear that a researcher should be careful to conduct the research and study at the right time, at the right place, economically and efficiently. Maybe आप एक ऐसी problem का solution ढूंढ रहे हो जो probably 10 years पहले it made sense or it will make sense 10 years later. So you need to ensure that you're wise enough to select that area of research which requires knowledge, which requires change, which requires redefining facts right away at this very moment, right? Intellectual curiosity is very important, because if you're not going to be curious, you will not be a good researcher. You have to be patient, and therefore jiske paas curiosity hai, only that person will be able to make sure that they're being good researchers, right? Healthy criticism, right? The researcher has to be making sure that they are unbiased. They need to ensure that they are always doubtful, right? They are trying to make unbiased judgments. They are able to make sure that they are truthful about the results. So they definitely need to be one of the characteristic becomes healthy criticism. Intellectual honesty, again, very very important. You need to collect the data, gather facts in order to arrive at honest results, right? There shouldn't be any biased opinion, there shouldn't be any biased conclusion that is coming out of your results. And also the collection of data, you should ensure that you're trying to give the sourcing correctly. Intellectual creativity, of course, is very important, right? Productive and resourceful researcher always creates new researches. So this is also an important aspect that you need to remember, that a productive and resourceful researcher always creates these new researches. So a characteristics of good researcher, again, healthy criticism, unbiased, intellectual curiosity, wisdom होना चाहिए, intellectual honesty होनी चाहिए, intellectual creativity भी होनी चाहिए in order to research more about that topic. Now there are three different purposes of research, right? There are different purposes, but three major different purposes of research. One is actually fundamental purpose. So these are also various classifications of research. You can probably take it as how do we classify research. So the various classifications of research: one, it can be fundamental research. Second, it can be applied research. Third, it can be action research, right? So FA square, these are the three important categories of your research. You have a fundamental research, you've got an applied research, and you've got an action research. Now, what do we mean by all of these? Fundamental research is also called basic research. फंडामेंटल रिसर्च को हम बेसिक रिसर्च भी बोलते हैं. फंडामेंटल रिसर्च का मतलब क्या है? इफ द गोल ऑफ द रिसर्च इज टू फाइंड आउट द बेसिक ट्रूथ और प्रिंसिपल, राइट? आप जो फंडामेंटल चीजें, बेसिक ट्रूथ, बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स को फिगर आउट करना चाह रहे हो, देन व्हाट डज दैट बिकम? दैट बिकम्स योर fundamental research or basic research, right? It is carried out in laboratories or other sterile environments, right? Because your primary research hai, it is usually carried out in laboratories laboratories. It's usually carried out in sterile environments. The examples include, of course, there's Newton's law, Archimedes' principle, Boyle's law. ये सारे के सारे, these are examples of fundamental research or basic research, where you're trying to find out the basic truth of principles, right? Applied research is actually a kind of a fundamental research. Most of the characteristics of fundamental research are also found here, but it involves finding new applications of scientific knowledge. So जो आपके पास existing knowledge है, you are trying to make sure that you're trying to figure out new application of that existing knowledge, right? When you're trying to make sure जो आपके पास existing knowledge है, आप उसी को use करके you're trying to find out new application of that existing knowledge, then that is called applied research. पहले से ही एक टॉपिक है, लेकिन उसे हम कहाँ अप्लाई कर सकते हैं और जगहों पे, वो जब आप फिगर आउट करने की कोशिश करते हो, दैट बिकम्स एन एग्जांपल ऑफ अप्लाइड रिसर्च, राइट? एंड प्लीज, दिस इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट नोट, मोस्ट ऑफ योर एजुकेशनल रिसर्च फॉल्स अंडर द कैटेगरी ऑफ अप्लाइड रिसर्च. जो हमारा ज्यादातर एजुकेशनल रिसर्च है वो क्या है? दैट इज एक्चुअली अ काइंड ऑफ अप्लाइड रिसर्च. आपके पास थ्योरीज तो है, लेकिन उनको कहाँ पे अप्लाई करेंगे? यू आर हैविंग a lot of other things that you've probably learned, but where would you apply that? So applied research, जो आपके पास existing knowledge है, उसे आप कहाँ पर और apply कर सकते हो, versus fundamental approach, which is trying to figure out the basic truth or principles, right? So this is the difference. Action research is if the researcher finds problems at the time of investigation. जब आप कुछ research कर रहे होते हो और अगर आपको कोई problem मिलती है, तो then that researcher applies action research at that time, right? जब research करते फॉर एग्जाम्पल इफ यू फिगर आउट अ प्रॉब्लम, आप उसके ऊपर रिसर्च कर रहे हो, और फिर अगर आपको कोई प्रॉब्लम एकदम से इनकाउंटर होती है, तब जब आप उस प्रॉब्लम को स्टिच करने के लिए, उस प्रॉब्लम को सॉल्व करने के लिए जो एकदम से रिसर्च कर रहे हो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एक्शन रिसर्च, राइट? सो दीज आर द थ्री इंपॉर्टेंट ब्रॉड कैटेगरीज ऑफ रिसर्च दैट वी आर हैविंग: फंडामेंटल और बेसिक रिसर्च, अप्लाइड रिसर्च एंड एक्शन रिसर्च. फंडामेंटल बेसिक रिसर्च जो कि आप बेसिक प्रिंसिपल्स को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए करते हो. अप्लाइड रिसर्च एग्जिस्टिंग नॉलेज है, लेकिन उसके और क्या क्या एप्लीकेशंस हो सकते हैं, जैसे कि आप एजुकेशनल रिसर्च ज्यादातर इसी कैटेगरी में फॉर्म होती है. एक्शन रिसर्च इज नथिंग बट व्हेन यू आर ट्राइंग टू फिगर आउट के, लाइक यू नो, whenever there is a problem that you're encountering during the time of the investigation, then immediately to solve that problem जो आप research use कर रहे हो, that is action research. Now whenever you talk about educational research को 4 parts में ज्यादातर लोग डिवाइड करते हैं. Educational research is classified into 4 types. Of course, the most easier ones are the quantitative descriptive research and the qualitative descriptive research, right? So एक educational research है, that's quantitative, that's number driven, and the other is qualitative, that is not number driven, right? However, over and above, there is also historical research that talks about the past, investigates, records, does analysis, interprets the events of the past for the purposes of discovering generalization, right? So there is another type that we are having that is actually called the historical research, where you are talking about the past, you're trying to investigate, you're trying to record, you're trying to analyze, you're trying to interpret the events of the past for the purpose of discovering generalizations, right? Experimental research, actually इसमें क्या हो रहा है, you are describing what will happen in the future if certain variables are carefully controlled and manipulated, right? What will happen in future if you are able to control certain variables that are there, right? The main focus is to find the relationship between the variables that are given. Variables, the various aspects, assumptions that you're taking, right? So educational research can be qualitative, it can be quantitative. Then of course we are having historical research, in which investigation, recording, analysis, interpretation is done of the past for the purposes of generalizing. Then of course there's experimental, that is describing what will happen in the future if certain variables are controlled and manipulated. So educational research of 4 types: historical, experimentative, quantitative, qualitative research, right? Now when we are talking about the steps for research, there are various steps that are used whenever we are conducting research, right? One must keep in mind that research goal and purpose has to be there. So whenever we are trying to figure out the steps for research, we need to understand the research goal, we need to figure out the purpose ऑफ आवर रिसर्च, हमें पता होना चाहिए कि रिसर्च का गोल क्या है, व्हाट इज द ऑब्जेक्टिव दैट वी आर ट्राइंग टू अचीव, एज वेल एज व्हाट इज द purpose of that particular research, right? Research requires tools, different tools and instruments for gathering data. तो रिसर्च को जो आप डेटा को एक्सकवेट कर रहे हैं, फॉर गैदरिंग दैट डेटा वी रिक्वायर डिफरेंट टूल्स, वी आर रिक्वायरिंग डिफरेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स. सो वी आर रिक्वायरिंग डिफरेंट टूल्स, वी आर रिक्वायरिंग डिफरेंट इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स, राइट? The following are the steps that are usually followed, right? So these are the following steps that you follow whenever you're trying to conduct research. So you select the topic of interest. So you're selecting a topic of interest, or you're identifying a problem to which solution you're trying to figure out, right? Exhaustive study of literature of that topic. जो आपने topic select किया है, जो problem आपने identify किया है, उसके related industry, literature we mean उसके related जो industry है, you need to have a thorough examination of that topic. That's very important. Right? फॉर्म्यूलेशन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम, आपको प्रॉब्लम को फॉर्म्यूलेट करना है जिसका सोल्यूशन आप रिसर्च के थ्रू निकालना चाह रहे हो, राइट? डेफिनेशन ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम, यू नीड टू डिफाइन द प्रॉब्लम दैट यू ट्राइंग टू रिसर्च ऑन, राइट? क्रिएटिंग अ मेथड, क्या मेथड आप फॉलो करोगे, क्या एल्गोरिथम आप फॉलो करोगे इन ऑर्डर टू कम फ्रॉम दैट प्रॉब्लम दैट यू आइडेंटिफाइड टू द सोल्यूशन विच प्रोबेबली माइट जस्ट स्टेट द प्रॉब्लम ओनली. देयरफॉर हम लोगों ने क्या कहा था, रिसर्च इज साइक्लिकल, राइट? बट यू नीड टू फिगर आउट द मेथड ऑल्सो ऑफ solving it. Selection of sample data, you need to even select the data that you will be using for the research. Data collection, data processing, data analysis, all these are a part of your steps of research. You collect the data, you process the data, you're then analyzing the data, and of course you were also investigating the data, right? Correct interpretation of the data, that's also equally important. You need to have a correct interpretation of the data that you've collected. Testing of the hypothesis. Hypothesis का क्या मतलब है? Hypothesis is a proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation, right? Hypothesis जो आप एक argument बना रहे हो, जब आपके पास limited information है, on the basis of that जो आपने पूरी की पूरी अपनी statement बनाई है, that is your hypothesis, right? So you're testing the hypothesis and answering the research questions. You are ultimately coming on to inferences or conclusions, and you're finally reporting the entire research in the form of research report. So the various steps, and यहाँ से आपके questions direct बन के भी आते हैं. There have been questions where they've given you, set them in order. What is the correct step? You need to understand the steps of research. You are first selecting the topic. You are understanding about the topic completely. और ये कैसे कर रहे हो? जब आप exhaustive understanding कर रहे हो उस पूरी की पूरी industry की, उस पूरी के पूरे literature के बारे में, formulation of the problem की, किस problem का आप solution अपने रिसर्च से निकालना चाह रहे हो. यू आर ट्राइंग टू डिफाइन द प्रॉब्लम दैट यू आर ट्राइंग टू सॉल्व, दैट यू आर ट्राइंग टू रिसर्च अबाउट. यू आर क्रिएटिंग अ मेथड ऑफ एनालिसिस. यू आर ट्राइंग टू सिलेक्ट द सैम्पल डेटा. यू आर ट्राइंग टू कलेक्ट द डेटा. यू आर ट्राइंग टू प्रोसेस द डेटा. यू आर ट्राइंग टू एनालाइज द डेटा एज वेल एज इंटरप्रेट द डेटा. सो दिस इज बेसिकली योर CPAI stage that you're doing. You're trying to test the hypothesis. Hypothesis is nothing but a proposed explanation on the basis of limited evidence that is available before you start investigating, right? And ultimately you're coming on to conclusions, and finally you're presenting the research report. So these are the various steps that are used, or these are the various steps that are there in the process of research, right? What are the benefits of research? हमें पता चल गया है कि research हमें known facts से unknown facts तक लेके जा रहा है. It's a systematic study, it's critical, it's scientific, it's methodological. But whenever we are talking about what are the benefits, why should we research, right? Remember always, just as we mentioned, आपके research के through you're actually trying to bring in change. You're trying to change the status quo. You're trying to redefine the facts. Therefore, research is actually improving a country's economy, right? So some of the benefits, one of the benefits is that it's trying to improve a country's economy. You're trying to figure out कि क्या हो रहा है, what is the existing affairs, how can you make it better. So it is improving a country's economy, or the world's economy. It satisfies the needs of human beings, right? Our needs are ever increasing, and therefore अभी जो existing data है, if I'm adding more value to that particular data, I'm able to satisfy the needs of human beings. It improves the teacher's competencies, right? So the more the teachers are so in teaching aptitude aptitude also we've looked at it, the more the teachers are researching, the more they're training themselves, the better they are becoming, right? So it is also improving the teacher's competency. It improves the quality of life depending on research, so the quality of life also gets improved. So always remember that research is absolutely beneficial, as it is bringing change, as it is helping, it's satisfying newer needs of the human beings, it is improving the teacher's competencies, and of course the quality of our life depends upon research, as we do not want to be static, as we always want to be improving. So therefore research becomes an important aspect there. Now, whenever we are talking about research, you will always see this term coming in the middle, that is called the variable. अब अगर हम variable के बारे में बात करते हैं, what is a variable? Variable is a quantity which has fluctuated its value under different conditions, right? Variable का मतलब ही यही होता है, it's not fixed, it's actually something that is varying. It's coming from the term varying, that means it's changing. So the quantity which is fluctuated its value under different conditions, right? अब यहाँ पर आपको याद रखना है, आपके रिसर्च में आप काफी सारे टाइप के वेरिएबल्स यूज कर रहे हैं. वी आर यूजिंग इंडिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स, वी आर यूजिंग डिपेंडेंट वेरिएबल्स, वी आर यूजिंग मॉडरेटेड वेरिएबल, कंट्रोल वेरिएबल, इंटरवीनिंग वेरिएबल. सो वेरिएबल्स आर नथिंग बट जहां पर हम अपनी अजम्पशंस डाल रहे हैं, एंड दीज आर नॉट फिक्स्ड, दे आर एक्चुअली वेरिंग, एंड देयर आर ऑफ कोर्स वेरियस types which are there. You also need to understand what is the standard of a good research. अगर हम good research कह रहे हैं, and यहाँ से again there are important questions, how and what will define a good research. Now the purpose of research must be clearly designed, right? आपका purpose क्या है उस research को करने के लिए, that should be clearly mentioned. That is really important. The concepts used in the research must be common. It should not be that you're using one theory and you're using a drastically different theory. The concepts that you're using have to be very, very common, right? One must give details of their research for further advancement of research. That means अगर आपने एक जगह पे stop कर दिया है, आपको और डिटेल्स देनी चाहिए ताकि कोई और इसी पॉइंट से स्टार्ट करके अपनी रिसर्च को कंटिन्यू कर सकता है. You also have to pay careful attention to the method of analysis. आप किस मेथड से अपने डेटा को एनालाइज कर रहे हो, आप किस मेथड से अपने पूरे के पूरे थीसिस को एनालाइज कर रहे हो, that is equally important. The skeleton of the research process must be carefully planned to get the output of the research. The skeleton, that's the basic backbone. क्या क्या आपके research, क्या क्या वेब चार्ट की तरह, what all do you want to include, right? Of the research process must be carefully planned to get the output of the research. जो आप अचीव करना चाहते हो, अगर आपको पता होगा कि क्या क्या आपने यूज करा है, then you will be able to achieve that even better. So good research, you should always be having a clearly well defined goal. You need to ensure कि आपको पता है what is the problem that you're trying to find solutions to or answers to. You need to ensure that you're giving a lot of information ताकि जहां पर आप stop कर रहे हो, another person can continue from there. How do we find the research problem? हमें कैसे पता चलेगा that ये problem जो मैंने ढूंढी है, whether this problem is researchable or not, right? Can I figure out the entire, can I probably just make sure that this problem can be researched about or not, right? How do I find that? All the existing problems in the country or in the world that do not have any known solution, कोई भी एक ऐसी problem researchable होगी अगर वो या तो आपकी कंट्री में है या आपके देश में है या देश से बाहर है, जहां पर आपको कोई एक नोन सोल्यूशन नहीं मिला हुआ है, आपको पता नहीं है, there is not a known solution available. That can be a topic of research, right? Whether the solution can be obtained by using statistical tools or techniques, ये भी आपको ध्यान रखना है that आपने जो topic choose किया है, can that probably, can the solution be found using statistical tools and techniques? That's also important, right? It has to be scientific, systematic. Also, there are many solutions available, however, there have not been physically tested yet. Maybe solutions हैं, लेकिन उनको test नहीं किया गया है. That can also be an apt topic of research, right? Scientific investigation can be carried out, right? ऐसा एक topic जहाँ पर you can carry out a logical scientific investigation. तो अगर a topic is researchable or not, whether आपने जो problem select किया है research करने के लिए, whether that problem is researchable, हमें कैसा पता चलेगा? If all the existing problems, right, any of the existing problems जिसका solution आपको पता नहीं है, that can be a research problem. Whether or not the solution can be obtained using statistical tools and techniques, right? Whether if there are many solutions which are available but their solutions have not been physically tested, there is scientific investigation that can be carried out. So all these aspects become important whenever we are trying to figure out whether the problem is researchable or not, right? What are the common characteristics of a research problem? Research problem के जो characteristics हैं वो आप एक्रोनिम स्मार्ट से याद रख सकते हो. सो व्हेनेवर वी टॉक अबाउट द कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ अ रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम के जो कॉमन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स है वो क्या है? दे आर ए स्पेसिफिक, एम मेजरेबल, ए अचीवेबल, आर रियलिस्टिक एंड टी टाइम बाउंड, राइट? व्हेनेवर वी टॉक अबाउट दिस, इसका क्या मतलब है? जो मेरा रिसर्च प्रॉब्लम है, इज इट अ स्पेसिफिक प्रॉब्लम और इज इट एन आर्बिट्ररी प्रॉब्लम? अगर स्पेसिफिक है तो ही वो रिसर्चेबल है. इफ इट्स नॉट स्पेसिफिक देन इट्स नॉट रिसर्चेबल. वेदर आई कैन मेजर द प्रॉब्लम और आई कैन फिगर आउट अ मेजरेबल solution to that problem, then again that problem becomes an important characteristic of the problem. Whether the goals that I'm planning to achieve, they are achievable or not. It should not be unrealistic problem that you're trying to solve through your research, right? It needs to be very, very realistic and time bound, that within 3 years I can figure out the solution of my research. Within 7 years I can come on to the conclusion. It has to be time bound, right? So whenever we talk about the common characteristics of a research problem, you need to understand that the common characteristics include specific, measurable, achievable, result oriented or realistic, and time bound. Now, what is the criteria for a good research problem, right? Well, there are a lot of criteria, but some parameters that you can actually consider अगर हमें पता लगाना है whether or not that particular research is a good research problem or not, then what are the parameters? The research has to be interesting, it has to be innovative, it has to be cost effective, it has to be relevant. These are very important parameters or criteria for a good research problem. It needs to be interesting, it has to be innovative, it has to be cost effective, and it has to be relevant, right?